Alright folks, what you are looking at here is my cat proofing method of protecting my Helix LT from the cats vomiting on it, because they have a tendency to do that. I wanted to specifically go over today a cool upgrade if you want to call it, that I've just done for my Helix LT, and it's by a company called Gear by CEBA, C-E-B-A. There will be a link to this below in the description. And let's just go ahead and show you the reveal of what I had done to the Helix, and talk a little bit about some I don't know, little caveats as to what you might run into and what I suggest whenever you install something like this on your Helix. Alright, so here we go. Big reveal, whoosh, and here's another webcam. Now, you might not be able to see this at first, but again, you might. If you look closer, you can see me in the reflection, but also these little strips here and on the sides. This is a Helix and Helix LT screen protector. Now, I ordered this individually, and it came with 4 strips of slim gel tape, and it was very easy to install. The video that he gives you as a tutorial, if you'll scroll down on that website and go just about anything he has to offer, you scroll down on one of the product pages and you can see some video tutorials. Now, the only thing that was different about this is that the strips came already cut. He advises you cut the strips in individual pieces, but these are already cut. And I would suggest maybe using 3 at the most and 2 at the least of those gel strips, because as you can see down here, you can still see it through the Helix. So this side, there's not a lot of room down here because of the knobs. So this, the gel is overlapping onto the screen, whereas up here I've got more room. It's not as bad, okay? So in fact, I could actually have a little bit of slack here and move this whole thing up and still get away with 3 strips on either side, because it's not going over the screen here. I've got a little bit extra room. I could have come over this way a little bit, and this side is not going over the screen. If I turn it on, plug it in and turn it on for you, you should be able to see, okay. And just to show you, I've not even noticed this thing. I keep having to remind myself it's here. Even with this showing, you can barely even see it through the screen. And the screen looks pristine. I cleaned the screen off. I had the whole film on there. I kept it on there, and when I was ready to install this, I peeled it off. So caveat number 1, that's going to cause a lot of static. When you peel that film off, be prepared and get you a cloth that's not very linty so that you can wipe it down and try to get all the bubbles and everything, not bubbles but little lint pieces and dust fuzz and all that off of there, because it will create a lot of static. Alright, and then you can put this thing down. It's very easy to do, but you can hardly even tell that that's going through there. When I'm looking at this and I'm playing, I don't even notice it. I am so enamored, or so caught up in making my tones and everything and worrying about that I don't even notice that that's there. So that's not a big deal. So if I were you, I would just leave this bottom piece off, and at the most use the sides and the top piece, and then you can have a spare if you need it, or just the side pieces. The more protection, the better for me in my instance. So in case you accidentally hit it from this side, I would suggest using the top piece for sure. You're not really going to hit it from this side because the knobs are kind of blocking that, so you don't have to worry about that. Great piece of product. I ordered that, and I ordered at the same time, you might be able to notice on the back here, these tags here. Now, this came with a whole set of stickers, as well as, if you look a little further back there, you can see that I've switched out the nuts that came with the Helix to correspond with the stickers up here. Now, these originally are white, like this. It's just white outlines. And they give you stickers to correspond with the small input things on this little strip. This whole strip is one piece, okay? So I got on there straight as I could, and they give you things to correspond with these mini jack looking things, the bigger ones that are kind of like XLR, and on the back there's also stickers on the back, like for the XLR down here. This red and white is actually stickers that I put on here that are corresponding to the XLR outs, and for MIDI as well. If you want MIDI outs, you can do that as well. Here's my MIDI. If I decided to put a nut on there or a sticker, I could do that. And this is a whole huge mess of stickers. So there's going to be plenty left over. And you can also, there's also stickers on this that you can wrap around your cords. Okay, so they would match. So the green cord would go for the guitar, and maybe I would have put a white cord for the output going to my amp here. My PV, or excuse me, not PV, Boss Katana Mark II. And this whole sticker thing makes it so much easier to see from above. Notice you want to put this on where facing you can read the words, okay? Don't put it on the other way. I almost did that. Be very closely, pay close attention to that. But it makes it so much easier in gigs to kind of see what goes where and where everything is. So now this is like a 3.5 millimeter thickness fiberglass. And it was kind of pricey, but for me it was worth it because it will not, I don't have to worry about anything hurting my screen here. Now when I take this out anywhere out beside my house. So that is kind of my main demo on this demo. I don't know if you call it a demo, but it's definitely a review and kind of a how-to is on installing this. Like I said, there's 4 glue strips, and I would use at most probably 3 and not one on the bottom there. And you just have to make sure that you're be able to read this from standing above. Okay, it corresponds to it. And it's fairly easy to kind of twist off the black nuts that was default on this Helix. I just used a pair of needle nose pliers and just gave it a short twist and they came right off. Put these on and I hand tighten. I would not suggest tightening with a tool. Just get them as tight as you can and then hand tighten just a little bit and you should be good to go. But I have quite a few colored nuts left over. I got all the black nuts left over, and I've got plenty of stickers left over if I need to use them for anything else. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out any videos I may leave here at the end to continue your journey along maybe probably some Helix videos, Helix tips and things, so that you can continue watching those. And check out ericbeatty.com/courses and ericbeatty.com/Helix LT presets for more information. Alright, thanks so much for watching. God bless. And until next time, keep creating.